Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading. Let's see what's the most important messages people need to know. Okay, so we got the High Priestess and the Nine of Swords. Okay, there's some type of mystery. It could be a secret. It could be a secret that somebody's trying to keep from you. The letters B or J could be of importance, but does not necessarily have to be. But I feel like your intuition is telling you something, and it's really important that you listen. We got the Nine of Cups, but it showed up in the reverse. What's in the recent past? What's going on? Oof. Recent past, we got the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. This could be about a money situation. What else do we got here? Yeah, money situation, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. You need to look over your finances for some of you before you move forward. Knight of Cups. Something here about investing, money. Oh yeah, let's see, I said money. Five of Pentacles. It's like someone here thought they had money, but then realized that they didn't, and you could have been generous with the money, and you could have shared it with someone. You could have shared it with people, thinking that you had it, and you didn't. But whatever this is, it's going to get itself worked out. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about money. This is absolutely about money. This is about new beginnings. This is about... For some of you, there's a situation where it's about an investment, like where it could be an investment in a home, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which is the Ten of Pentacles. And it might be a little bit more than what you're used to, okay? But I think you'll be able to afford it. You might be a little broke at first, but, you know, and that's why maybe for some of you, you're a little bit nervous about taking that next step. Some type of secret came out. Some type of secret. Now, like I said, it could be something so mundane as like you get a paycheck and you cash it, you pay all your bills, and then you realize like the check never cleared. Okay, now you have an overdraft fee. But I feel like if you talk to the right person, that's all going to come to a head and you'll be just fine. Ace of Pentacles, overall energy. There's also opportunities too for some of you, like if you want to go into a spiritual business. Okay, I'm getting that too. Somebody here wanting to invest in a spiritual business. Spiritual businesses can be like you're cooking freaking, muffins. Spiritual business isn't just necessarily like, psychics and astrology and, Reiki practitioners and all of that kind of stuff. Like there's, spiritual practice is like you decide you want to be a dentist, right? You want to open up your own practice one day. This is a really awesome opportunity for you. And yes, it's going to cost you time because Pentacles is also time, it's energy, but it's all about you planting those seeds of intentions. And yes, you may have to put your nose to the grindstone to make things happen. And that could be like, oh, I feel like I'm going to miss out on life, but it's a small price to pay for something bigger is what I want to say. Okay. So try not to look at the financial aspects of things, because I feel like if it goes in tune with what you love, and I'm going to turn this Nine of Pentacles upright. If this is like an ultimate wish fulfillment to help others and take classes and, start a practice or whatever, it's really important that you do. For others of you, this is about a health situation. You could have found out that there's something going on in your health. This would be a really good time to speak to a mentor or someone, but this is also like you need to be eating fruits, vegetables, eating clean, organic. I'm not a vegetarian. I do believe in eating meat, so that might piss some of you off, but I don't really care. I was raised on a farm, and like I have no problem with it. And that was actually the healthiest I ever was. I was actually sick when we moved off the farm. So, um, yeah, for some of you, but this is also someone here I'm seeing having surgery. Okay, I know I don't like I do see the swords here. And I'm seeing, the crutches. So it doesn't necessarily mean like you're having ankle surgery or knee surgery, but it could be somebody healing from some type of a surgical procedure. Hopefully they take this as a new lease on life and they start taking better care of themselves. And you know what? That's funny because we talk about the spiritual practices, and that's really what that all is all about. It's a lifestyle change. If you've been unhealthy and you're in having open heart surgery or find out that you have cancer, it's like, okay, but cancer's not just or open heart surgery. It's connected to something spiritual. Like what has been going on in your life? If it's heart, why are you not allowing yourself to be truly loved? Why aren't you loving yourself? Um, if it's cancer, what are you letting eat you from the inside out? So there's always a spiritual aspect, and it's almost like I'm getting this like bing, oh, duh, right over the King of Wands head. It's like, I almost get that like light bulb, like, oh shit, something gets offered, from the divine, because we see the hands coming out of we're seeing these two hands coming out, of the universe. The universe is like offering you something, and it's almost like something has to click. I don't know. And that could just be with like, if I don't want things to be the way they are, then I'm going to have to change these things. The high priestess and the nine of cups. It's funny because the high priestess is all about secrets and using your intuition. And it's like for him, he doesn't know what's behind that curtain. There's something here about not knowing what's behind the curtain. But I think financially, you're going to be okay. No, we have three right across the board. We have the magician, the high priestess, which is funny, the 1, the 2, and the 9. 1, 2, and 9. Okay. And, the magician says you have all the tools necessary. And the high priestess says you have the book of knowledge within you already. And it's up to you to do the research. If you're being guided in a certain way, then listen to that guidance. Do your research, because that's what the Knight of Pentacles, like, he's not making a move. He is looking out upon the horizon, which means he is doing his research before he goes and invests in something, before he takes action. I would honestly say you might want to do your research in whatever you're doing before you take some form of action, because, you don't want to let it leave you feeling depleted. So there's a few different storylines, like I'm picking up on this. I don't feel like it's like so straight and narrow. I feel like I'm in, and you could be going through all of these scenarios. You could be going through one, but there's something here about needing to slow down. For some of you, you better slow down or you're going to get hurt. That's a big, big message. There's something here also about taking vitamins and supplements. Okay, how many of you guys are taking vitamins and supplements? Please let me know in the comments. If you guys have gotten this far, comment, send me an emoji, or let me know how this reading is resonating with you. Give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm seeing somebody walking with a cane or crutches. somebody here, somebody's going to tell you something. Like somebody wants to come in and tell you something. And it's almost like you already know it's coming. And when it does come in, it's not going to feel good. Whatever information is coming in is not going to feel good. But you're going to be fine. It's not the end of the fucking world. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that there, you guys, subject to interpretation. Please let me know how this reading resonates and what this is all about. For some of you, actually, I want to take that back for a second. No, I think I already did tell you that somebody here is like investing in school. I'm definitely getting, and something, school of the arts, therapy. You could become a therapist, somebody who's a life coach, even maybe for some of you. Okay. New opportunities, and I feel like there's going to be more than just one. So let me know how this reading resonates. Anyway, you guys, love you all so much. Take care.